Hey guys, it's Holly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another monthly kit smackdown to share with you. If you are new, monthly kit smackdowns are basically where I test out monthly kits for the Erin Condren and sometimes Happy Planner. And they are kits that go over your monthly view, and I test them kind of for my own preferences in functionality, in style, in kind of format, and like how they give a cohesive spread. So basically I plan with it, and then I share with you my views about the kit kind of at the end of the video. And I also kind of talk about price and how it stacks up to the other kits I've tested. So I will link my previous videos in this series below. This is a new shop to the series. This is GP Sticker Studio. She is on an Australian shop, and I'm definitely being a bad YouTuber right now. You guys have not seen the haul video for this yet. It came like the day after my last haul, so it didn't make the cut, but I definitely wanted to share this with you guys in case you wanted to pick her up for January. So she is a Australian shop, so she has incredibly fast processing time. Let's start laying this down while I chat. She has incredibly fast processing time. Like, her stuff comes like, I don't even know. Like, I mean, her stuff like leaves her shop like 2 or 3 days after you place your order, at least in my experience. But shipping does take a little bit because she is an Australian shop. So if you do, that's like the one thing I would say for monthly kits. If you want her stuff for monthly kits, I would just make sure you order it early enough that you get it. So I am going ahead and laying this down. GP Sticker Studio has a matte vinyl paper, and she recommends, like in the freebie she includes with your order, she recommends some specific pens to use on it. So I will be using those, one of those. And so I'm laying down these date covers. As some of you I know do not like when they include the year in there, but I don't really mind it. But just a note that that does include that. And let me go ahead and actually show you the rest of this kit. Sorry, I just kind of jumped right in. So here, so we had those 2 sheets, and at the bottom here are actually vacation strips, which I like a lot. So those are nice. And then here we have the sidebar stuff, some bill dues, some payday, some event stickers, sidebar headers and canceled and rescheduled, some things to cover the days that are not in the month, some date decoration, flags, asterisks, little other flags, hearts, date covers, and icons. So really neat variety here. I am excited to try this out. I am going to do the sidebar next. One thing I will note is that there was like these edges were a little bit over. I don't know if that was me. I'm not using the most recent 2017 planner, so that could be the reason. So I'm gonna go ahead with goals at the top. I think she does it such that you would lay the header in this box. I think we might have to find this out the hard way. Her stickers are repositionable though, so that's really nice. Okay, so I love how that looks, and the repositionable mat is so easy to work with. I am loving it. It is like, it's a little harder because the stickers don't like butt up against each other the way, I don't know how to describe it. These are soft stickers, so they're kind of floppy, so they don't, so it's harder to like kind of hold it flat and butt it up against another sticker. If you're like a sticker freak like I am, you probably know what I mean. But so that's like one thing, it's harder to do that. But like you can seriously peel these up like 5 times and get them perfect, which makes it so easy for a monthly spread because I don't know. I always have a hard time with these. Maybe because the stickers are bigger, I don't know. Like, guys, this is totally crooked, but look what I can do. I'm not even gonna tear any paper. I would, like every other kit, I would definitely tear up some shit. So this is great. Okay, there is that. And then she has this one for the bottom. Oh, there are 3. Oh, guys, what am I doing? I'm like covering up actual days in the month. I think this was supposed to go down there. I am a ding dong. Okay. Oh, why didn't you tell me? No, I'm kidding. Okay. And then I think for those, I'm actually gonna do, I'll do maybe the black and the teal. Okay, so those are down. And next I'm gonna go through with my bills due. So I'm gonna kind of do this, because I already did one of these this month. I did a My Newest Addiction one. The way I would typically do this is I would have like little flags down that kind of are like my pre-planning basically for the monthly spread. But this month I already did that, and so now I'm working off of one of these spread, or the spread I already did rather. Okay, and then I'm gonna go through with the payday stickers. I just have 2 in a month, so I don't need all 4. I like that there's something a little different. I'm gonna put them up here. I assume that's kind of how she intends for them. I think I'll use both pink ones. And now it is time to do my plans. So I have, so she kind of has some different stuff here. She has asterisks, she has little flags, bigger flags, bunch of icons, and then some strips. So I think I'm gonna do all of my true events as strips. If you've watched one of these before, you know I also like to put in reminders, kind of like I like to put in all the football games that I watch. I like to put in like reminders about my husband's schedule, and those are, to me, aren't mentally events for some reason. So I'm gonna focus on like appointments. I also might put in birthdays. I'm gonna do the appointments and events first with these, and we'll see what we have left. Okay, so I wrote that down. I am using the Sharpie Ultra Fine Point permanent marker. She recommended the permanent pen, but I didn't have that. And this is working fine. I just don't touch it initially. It doesn't look as black as some of my other pen, or as it does when it's on normal paper, but that is fine. Okay, so I have kind of those down. The next thing I want to do though is, because she's an Australian shop, totally understandably, she does not have American holidays in here, so, or really any holidays. So I do want to mark down, especially Thanksgiving, I want to give it a full box, and then I'm going to put a cover over it that says like Thanksgiving, because we will be with family for Thanksgiving, and obviously doing nothing that day but like eating carbs and watching football. So definitely want to make sure that is marked down. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna put this like across this like that. And I did smear that one a little because I didn't wait long enough, but that was on me. I'm definitely not using her recommended pen, so can't judge that. Okay, so I had that marked down. And by the way, I did run out of bills due, so I did add in an extra one using one of these little slips. So then I just have one of these little things left, and I'm debating like what I want to use it for. I think I'm gonna use it for election day because I cannot wait for it to be over. Am I right, other Americans? My God. And so I'm going to put down an asterisk. So then the one thing I don't have in here yet are birthdays. In November, I just happen to have a ton of birthdays. She does have a lot of birthday icons, which I like a lot. And I don't know how I want to do those. I might just take like, okay, well first I want to mark out that my mom and stepdad are visiting. Oh, these are like little individual strips. I see, she has these cut into, it's always hard to tell with this paper. So there's one long one, oh, there's 3 long ones, I think. Oh no, that one's a short one. So I'm gonna take this because they're just here for one night. So I'm gonna take this. And mark that down, and I think I did this a little off. I think I'm gonna take a car because they're just driving for one night on the way to something else. And I'm gonna write in. And that is actually all of the like visiting, and we are gonna be up at my husband's sister's house for Thanksgiving, but I think we might stay the night, but I think really we'll probably just be there for the meal because she's fairly local, and then the rest of the month we're not traveling, which is good because our December is crazy. So like I said, I do want to go through and mark those birthdays. So how should I do it, guys? So what do we have left? We have some flags. We have some little flags. We have a few asterisks, which I might use for football games. Or maybe the flags. Maybe I'll use the flags. I think for birthdays, I'm going to take these little ones. Actually, I think for birthdays, I think I'm just going to take the birthday cake and like write it in next to it. Is that reasonable or a terrible idea? Okay, so I have the birthdays down. I did run out of birthday stickers too, so I just used an asterisk for that one. Then I want to put in a few more little mini reminders. I want to do the football games first. So I think I'm going to use these for that because I just think they're kind of cute. Actually, I might use the flags. I think I'm going to use the flags. Yeah, that looks really cute. I like that as a way to draw attention. And then I just want to put in a few little reminders with these little flags. Okay, so I just added a few little reminders up at the top with those little flags. Just a note that I did move this one down, and when I went to lift it, it did rip the paper a little, and that was because I had done that like 10 minutes ago. So they're repositionable in the sense that while you're working with them, you could reposition, but you can't come back like a day later and remove them, which is totally reasonable. So that is pretty much the spread. Now I'm gonna go through with the date dots. Okay guys, so I have those date dots down. Not gonna lie, that was a pain in the ass. They are really tiny, and her paper is such that like the way the matte vinyl works, you kind of have to bend it. So I had to break out the tweezers for that one, so you know it was serious, but they do look really cute and obviously pull the spread together, and I'd rather have them than not, but they were a little bit of a pain, not gonna lie. Okay, so this is the finished spread, and I think it's super pretty. I really like it. I think there were definitely a lot of interesting and almost different aspects about this kit. So let's get into my overall thoughts. So this was a 3-page kit. It was $9.37 US, so under $10. So this is, I think, the most affordable monthly kit I've reviewed. I think the Planning Roses one was pretty close. She might have been $10 US about. So, so definitely very good option if you are an affordable planner. I think that's #1 perk here. And so what did I like about this kit? Like I mentioned, I loved working with the matte repositionable paper. I found this really, really nice to be able to like have a little bit more flexibility in getting these big stickers down. It was a little trickier because the stickers themselves are kind of floppy, like I said, but I think that the forgivingness of the matte removable made it really nice and easy to work with, which I liked a lot. The second thing I really liked is she got a lot of the big things that I look for in a kit into this kit despite it only being 3 pages. So she had the covers for the days, not in the month. She had a full sidebar. She had vacation strips, plenty of them. She had a ton of icons. She had headers. So she really like squeezed a lot in here. Sometimes I've said in these monthly reviews that like I always kind of tend towards 4-page kits because the 3-page kits, you just can't really get everything that I'd want in a kit. And I really think she got pretty much every type of thing I would want. And then another thing I really liked was this is my favorite type of sidebar, a stackable one with customizable headers. I thought she had a really good variety for headers. She also had things like events and monthly to do, just generic this month, health, films, so you can almost do some memory keeping like I did with books. So I really like the variety she had for the headers. And I also liked the variety she had for the icons and strips. I really liked that she had things like flags and these little like horizontal flags and asterisks and then just the regular things and then the small payday flags. I just think it gave a little bit more dimension to the spread as opposed to a kit where you just have tons of these rectangular event boxes and they just kind of stack on each other. This had like stuff up here. I don't know. I just thought it looked really cool. So a lot of positives with this kit. The things I didn't like as much, I kind of wish it, you know, as much as I like how much variety there was of everything, but being in a 3-page kit, it had to give somewhere. And I do wish that there were a few more of these event stickers and another bill due or something like that. But I really needed more of these rectangular ones. I do prefer using those for things like events. I like doing the football ones up here. I think that looked nice. And I like the paydays like that. But I really would have preferred to be able to put like these birthdays in a box on themselves. I just think that looks a little cleaner. So I wish she had a few more of these. I mean, maybe she could cut out one row of these vacation strips because this is a lot of vacation strips. I am glad she includes these, but maybe even cutting out just a row of that and doing one more row of these might help. And then the other thing that I did not love about this kit is I wish she had made these kind of like combined boxes. Like this has a nice cohesive one down here. I really like it when kits kind of extend this design into the covers here. I think that looks just visually appealing. And I wish she had made this like at least one combined design. And then finally, the thing I would say is probably only fair to evaluate as neutral is that at the end of the day, she's not an American shop. So she's not gonna have like a lot of the holiday stickers that you would find in American shops. And so she didn't have Thanksgiving, she didn't have Election Day, she didn't have Veterans Day. And I think that's fine. And honestly, if you're not an American, that's probably great for you because so many sticker shops are like US centric. So this could be a really good option for you. And that being said, she also releases, because she's on the other side of the world, she releases a kit each month. She releases 2 kits each month, one that's kind of US season themed and one that's like Australian season themed. So for November, she had this fall looking one, but she also had a spring kit. So if you are an Australian or you just don't like whatever the seasonal kit is for whatever reason, definitely check her out because that would be good. So I obviously personally miss like having like the Thanksgiving one, and especially like for something like Thanksgiving when you do have the entire day off, I do prefer to mark it out, but she did at least have these date covers that you could use. So those are like the 2 main negatives for this kit. I would say overall, I think this is ranks pretty high on my functional scale, however, like especially for a 3-page kit. I think this is the most functional 3-page kit that I've found. And I think especially given that it's under $10 US, like I think this is a really, really great option. So this goes on the list of recommend monthly kits. I think this is a really great option. So let me know what you guys thought below. Did you think things were missing? What else do you guys look for in monthly kits? I can try to mention that in upcoming reviews. And definitely check out the previous videos in this series below if you've missed those. I've evaluated, I think, 6 or 7 so far, so definitely check those out and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and go ahead and subscribe to see more monthly kit Smackdown. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.